Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well for a Monday morning, the day after Juventus Genoa, beautiful win 2-0. Juventus with the 3 points, and that was super important for Juventus because we have to grow, we have to continue winning. Second win in a row in Serie A, super crucial, I already told you. Today, instead of going into all the papers and the articles to see what they are saying, Mercato, and so on, I really wanted to do a kind of video like we did with Kulusevski. Do you remember that video where we were really in detail about his performance? Today we will analyze the game, the post-game of Juventus Genoa, who did really well and why, because I love that, with some graphics, with top stats, but also who could do better, and are the criticisms towards Morata justified, yes or no? So after liking and subscribing, try to enjoy the video as much as you can. We start really quickly with the papers. Gazzetta dello Sport, instead of speaking about Juventus, they are speaking about Inter, but then they said something above, on top of the page, about Juventus. Angolo Cuadrado, the corner of Cuadrado, because yes, if we will remember that game one day, the 3 points, yes, but also the corner kick immediately from Cuadrado that gave us the lead after 9 minutes of the game. Tutto Sport is speaking a bit more about Juventus, of course. They are putting Cuadrado and Dybala with Mago Cuadrado con gioia. Wizard Cuadrado because it's a magic that he did, con gioia, with the Dybala mask, because we had to wait the 82nd minute for another goal after the assist of Bernardeschi. Corriere dello Sport is saying Juve a nervi tesi, Juve nervous. They were nervous, and for once in my life I agree with Corriere dello Sport, because if that first goal came actually luckily, because it was admitted by Cuadrado that he was not trying to score but crossing at the first post, he said I was super lucky, the ball went in, and it's really honest and fair play from Cuadrado to admit it. A lot of players would have said yes, of course it was my intention to score from corner. No, Cuadrado yesterday, he was really honest, and we have to appreciate these kind of moments. And then we had to wait the 82nd minute. I was super nervous because a game that should have been a 5-0, a 6-0 has been closed a lot more earlier than the 82nd minute. We had to wait after that beautiful assist from Bernardeschi, beautiful, incredible goal of Dybala that scores his 5th goal in Serie A. Great, that's great. Why is that? Why was I nervous? Because like Allegri, bravi, well done, bravo to the guys, but we need more goals. We need more goals. Più gol, this is what Juventus need, because if we go into the first stat of today, it is not normal that a team like Juventus, they need 27 attempts to score only 2 goals. It's not normal that you have to score, to shot and take your chances from every single side of the field, as you see in the graphic. We tried it outside of the box, inside of the box, we tried with corner kicks, we tried with every single possible way, and we were not able to score more than 2 goals. Also, we had the opportunity to do it because Genoa, they never tried their own chance, not from outside, not from inside. They have a big 0 there. We see all the positions where we try to score, it was everywhere. And why is that? Because of 2 reasons. The first one is because there is a prime 2006 Buffon in the goal of Genoa. It is Salvatore Sirigu that did his second best performance ever, probably, after the one versus Lazio where he saved 11 goals. This time he saved 10 shots, and that's a lot in all his career. Prime 2006 Buffon, I already told you. But then the second reason is also because of us. We were imprecise, and this is not okay. We have to be better, more crystal clear. How do you say? We have to be clinical. We have to be clinical. We have to score these chances, because yesterday we were playing versus a Genoa. If we are playing with a better team, we have to pay attention that these attempts that we score them, because you will never have 27 chances again. If we go through the ratings of Tutto Sport, that are a bit more based on feelings, on emotions, they are giving average more or less the same scores to everyone, going from a 7.5 of Dybala, man of the match, to a 6.5 to the worst players, like for them Kulusevski and Morata. Are they correct or not? We will see actually what they are saying about the same topic, about the ratings on SofaScore. That is actually a bit more stats based. They are saying actually more or less the same. The best is Dybala with a 8.4, followed really closely by Juan Cuadrado with 8.3, and then Morata with a 6.6 and Kulusevski 6.7. So why are they saying that? And now we are really going into details, graph, heat maps, and so on. Dybala man of the match, is that correct? Yes or no? If we look at the feelings from Tuttosport and the stats of SofaScores, we can maybe agree, because he was the key in that 4-2-3-1, to be the player that loves to play in that position, having a lot of freedom. He can go wherever he wants, and you see it clearly on the heat map. He goes a bit more centrally, going towards the right side, a bit centrally, recuperating the ball and trying to start the offensive play of Juventus, an offensive play that we were all waiting for. We were all asking for some play, especially versus teams like Salernitana and Genoa. That 4-2-3-1 is helping Dybala, and Dybala is paying back actually the trust in that 4-2-3-1. He's not anymore linked to a lot of tactical tasks, but he can do whatever he wants, and we see it. Yesterday he did a lot, dribble attempts, shots towards goals, with 7 shots towards goals. Grande Paolo Dybala. Unfortunately, sometimes he was a bit imprecise, and there is something that he has to do better. If you really see also where we played in average positions, we can say that Juventus is really playing that 4-2-3-1, with Pellegrini really a lot up on the field on the left side, and then Cuadrado really a lot up on the right side of the field. We see that Locatelli and Bentancur are playing exactly the same way that they played versus Salernitana, and then Dybala goes wherever he wants. If we really see here, and we want to speak about Morata and about Kulusevski, we see that Bernardeschi, that did for me a great game in terms of positioning. He is a bit more central, leaving really the wing to Pellegrini. We see on the other side that Kulusevski is not playing as central of Bernardeschi, not doing the same role. Why? Because there was a lot more density of Genoa players on the right. A bit too shy again for the second consecutive game of Kulusevski. We are expecting more for him. Where and when did we see Kulusevski playing a bit better? In the last 15 minutes of the game, where Cuadrado was probably a bit more tired to go up and down. He played a bit more down, and there you had in open spaces a really beautiful Kulusevski. Morata, what about Morata? Because we see here that he's playing as the most offensive player, and this is a big change toward the past, where you remember he was playing more in the midfield. Chiesa, for example, was playing more up than himself. Now he played as a real striker, as a real number 9 in that 4-2-3-1. Then you will tell me, yes, but Giuseppe, Tuttosport is saying that he was not the best. SofaScore is saying that he is not the best. He didn't score, yes, and that's what we are waiting for, a number 9. Look at what he did. He played 73 minutes. He did a lot of things in terms of positioning, in terms of shots towards goal, because he had 3 attempts and the 3 were on target on from Alvaro Morata. The first one was saved by a miraculous Sirigu, because you see that Morata is jumping in the air, beautiful coordination, taking the ball. It was really great. Unfortunately, he met Salvatore Sirigu, nothing to do. Is it enough from our number 9? Probably not, but look at the other things, that what's happening around Morata, and then you clearly see that Dybala had, as I already said, 7 shots toward target, but also Bernardeschi with 6, even Matthias de Ligt with 3, and then Cuadrado with 3. They all had a lot of shots toward target. And why is that? Because Morata is a fighter. He's the one that actually alone up on the field is able to take away some defenders, to leave the 3 men behind him. We are speaking about normally Kulusevski, but it was replaced by Cuadrado, by Dybala, and then Bernardeschi, that were able to take their attempts. Then we could have scored more goals, absolutely yes. Morata did the job. Are you expecting for Morata that he will become the new Ronaldo, the new Lewandowski? No, because he's not that kind of player. Morata is playing really well when he's playing with two men in the front, him plus a partner, where he has more spaces, where he's taking away some defenders, and then you can expect a bit more of Morata. If he's playing alone, you can expect a big fighter, probably not a goal machine, and this is about Morata's way of playing. Then, why is Juventus more offensively? It's also thanks to our midfielders. Our midfielders are playing better, way much better. Look at the passes that we did yesterday, 748, something not that usual for Juventus. That's a lot, but especially the accuracy of our passes with 91% is really high. You remember Allegri saying, I'm really tired of seeing these basic mistakes like passes, sloppy passes, passes that are not precise and so on. We are working on it and we are seeing it. And these are all beautiful things. Look at where Manuel Locatelli was playing centrally, but also a bit more on the left side of the field, touching a lot of balls, 105 and then 103 balls touched by Bentancur. They are playing totally different because while Bentancur is the one that is going in duel, he did it 11 times. You see that Locatelli is doing a lot less duels than Bentancur. Bentancur is the one that will go physically towards players, stop everything, and then you have a Locatelli, the brain, that is starting also with a lot more long passes. Sometimes you are expecting it from Bonucci and him. Yesterday he was alone to do it. Yesterday Locatelli played a really great game, and you see that Bentancur is also increasing his performances. My big question will be, is Bentancur able to do it versus a big team that will press him, that will not give him the time to think? Something we have to think about. Did we speak about Cuadrado? Not yet, but that why is he receiving so many and big scores on SOFA ratings on Tuttosport? It's because yesterday he scored from an amazing corner, but also because he was the one that touches the most balls, 135 balls touched by him, 106 passes, a lot. Cuadrado was everywhere yesterday on the right wing. This is also penalizing a bit the performance of Kulusevski. Cuadrado going up and down, always present, looked by his teammates, surged by his teammates. Yesterday he played again really great. 33 years for our Colombian player that is waiting for his extension. Grande Juan Cuadrado, a beast, yesterday a beast. And then we finished the longer video with two things. The first one is Paulo Dybala that is saying actually, vinciamole tutte. Let's win all of the remaining games because we have to run. And we have the opportunity to chase the other ones that are in front of us. Remember, Napoli is not in their best moment with a lot of injuries. Inter is running, Atalanta is running, Milan already lost some points as well. We have to do it because we believe in it. Yesterday Cuadrado even said, I still believe in the Scudetto. Why not? Let's go for it. Guys, we can dream, but don't forget that not everything is perfect. We will have to wait a bit more important game to see if Juventus is really at that level. One thing is sure is that we already lost some points versus Udinese, Empoli, versus Verona, and so on yesterday, and the game before. It was super important to convince by our way of playing, because the big problem this year of Juventus was to build some offensive play. We were okay when we had to wait and defend. We were absolutely not when we had to do something. Yesterday Juventus showed that they are also able to do it. One thing is sure, we will have to be a lot more precise, because not every game you will have 27 attempts to do it. Versus Malmö on Wednesday, McKennie and De Sciglio are probably back. Will they have the opportunity to start? Are they ready to start the game or not? I don't know, but prepare yourself to see a lot of rotation, because we are already qualified for the next round, and that's important. But we also have a game versus Venezia that will be really crucial. I hope you enjoyed that longer video with a lot of graphs. It's a post-game review. Don't forget, maximum of likes, subscribe to the channel. Grazie, forza, Juve.